my god. Hi everyone, my name is Florence and welcome back to my channel. If you live in Europe, or especially the UK, you know how hard it is to get plants shipped over from Indonesia. I've tried from several different companies. Each one will say that they can do it and they just don't, and end up refunding me 3 months later. And I finally found a way around that. So I've ordered a Gloriasim and an Aglaonema Pictum Tricolor, which I'm going to be unboxing today, which I'm really excited for. So I managed to find a way around this, and this was the Facebook group Sindo Plant Europe. It doesn't look all that legit, and they do have a website which I'll also include some information on, but I promise you it is. It's got here. I'll tell you how the plants are and give you an update in a couple of weeks' time as to how they're doing. But I'm just going to chat with you quickly about what Sindo stand for and what they do. This video is not sponsored in any way. I wish it was, but I paid for this with my own money just to try and get some plants that I've really wanted for a long time. So Sindo is a couple of Facebook groups. So there's Sindo Plant Europe and Sindo, which is, I'm guessing, worldwide. They've also got a website which is another place to buy. If you don't have Facebook, you can register to buy on there and view all of the listings. But independent sellers list on these groups, and all you have to do is comment deal. Then they message you on Facebook and you organise an email invoice to be sent. So you'll get 2 emails. One will be the invoice for the plants and the other will be for the shipping and potentially the phytosanitary certificate if needed. They sell loads of plants, from begonias to anthuriums to aglaonema to philodendrons to alocasia, honestly anything and everything that you can think of. And we'll see today if I can recommend them once I've unboxed these plants. Right, so I've got my package here today and I'm equally excited and terrified to open this, but I will say that this is the least stressful plant order that I've ever done. I can say that I've ordered from, you know, Thailand, Netherlands, Sweden, the UK. Honestly, the customer service is incredible, and that is down to the independent sellers and also the Sindo employees. I will also say as well that if you wanted to order more than one plant but they were from different sellers on the groups, you can do that. You just need to inform them and they'll mock up an invoice for you so that all of your shipping is one bulk rather than paying 7 or 8 different phytosanitary certificates, and I think that's a real bonus. But I've got my notepad here, so I'm just going to check the dates and give you an accurate day-to-day of what happened and how long it took from ordering this and agreeing a price to receiving it today. So on the 23rd of October, I messaged Dee Dee, who was the seller of these 2 plants, and agreed a price. Then on the 24th of October, I received my invoice, which I paid straight away. I got an update from Dee Dee about the plants on the 29th and just informing me about the phytosanitary certificates and everything like that. Then on the 30th of October, this was shipped from Indonesia and arrived on the 31st in Singapore. On the 1st of November, it then arrived in Germany and was shipped to London. On the 2nd of November, it was in customs in London, and I've received it today, which is the 3rd. So all in total, it's 10 days from agreeing a price and seeing the plant that I wanted to actually having them in my hand today. So I think that's absolutely incredible. You don't get that even in the UK or from European sellers. So in speed and customer service, I can recommend. But anyway, what you've all been waiting for, I'm going to get to the unboxing, and I will just say the phytosanitary is attached to the side, and this was opened by DHL Customs, so that's why there's all the red tape and potentially things might not be as they were when they were posted, so I'm really hoping that it's okay. Okay, so my phone died and I didn't realise, and I've just unboxed everything. So I'll go through quickly with you how they wrapped it and how it was done. So it was 2 plants, both wrapped in tissue paper. The foliage was wrapped in this, and then also in a bit of kitchen roll per leaf of the plant, which was really impressive. And the root ball was in a little bag filled with sphagnum and then really tightly wrapped with cling film, so the roots stayed really great actually. in comparison to what I thought they would be, and the sphagnum is still damp, which is an amazing thing because how often does that happen? There are some yellowing leaves, which is to be expected, of course, but you know, I have no worries that these plants are not going to bounce back. I think they'll be incredible. So first off, I'll show you the Aglaonema Pictum Tricolor. This is a lot bigger than I thought it would be, and I know that he had to chop off at least one leaf before it left because it was damaged and he didn't want to send it. It did come with another leaf that was completely rotten, which was just stuck to another leaf, which is fine. And there are 2 leaves which yellowed extremely badly in shipping. Having said that, the remaining 2 leaves look quite healthy. One is definitely going to make it, the other one potentially might go, but I really don't know. Looks like it's already starting to yellow a little bit, but we'll see. With enough humidity and care, that might be okay. It's also got a new growth point, which is really exciting, so that's really good. And I was so surprised when I unwrapped the roots and all of the sphagnum moss, because I don't think I've ever seen any roots on any single plant look this healthy. There does look like there might be a couple of new growth points on this, which is very exciting, but because I've never grown Aglaonema before, I have no idea whether these will take or not, so if anyone could let me know in the comments below, that would be really great. Like I said, there was absolutely no root rot. The roots, honestly, I could not fault. And yeah, I'm going to pop this into water still, just overnight, and then plant it up tomorrow. It will be going into a greenhouse type thing that I bought, which is just a glass cabinet, which I'm going to fill the bottom with leca and water to keep the humidity up and air it out a couple of times a day. But I'm going to keep my anthuriums in there, and I'm hoping that this one will thrive in there as well. So that's the Aglaonema Pictum Tricolor. I'm actually really happy with this. I was extremely worried about this one, more so than the Gloriasim, just because these seem to be very expensive at the moment, and I've heard them being extremely fussy plants, especially in post, so I can confirm that this got here incredibly well. And yeah, I mean, that's how big the root system is. It's massive. The leaves are really beautiful. They've got that camouflage green. The pattern, I can tell, is just going to get more and more amazing, and I will keep you updated on how these plants do, because I'm always wondering how people's unboxing plants actually get on after a couple of weeks or after a month or so. So I will do an update video on these 2 for you. Okay, so next up is Philodendron Gloriosum. It does have one very large yellow leaf and another one which is going very yellow, so I'm going to chop both of those off. But miraculously, one leaf made it almost unscuffed. It does have some slight damage, but honestly, I can't see you getting a better specimen even if you were to pick it up in person. It does have new growth coming through, which is also really exciting, and I'm really excited to see what happens with that. The root system, although it looks very brown, there is no root rot in this, which again is a major plus, and I'm really impressed by the size of the roots on this actually. I expected it to be maybe a third of this size, but I think if you consider how far this has come, it's the stress that it's been under, and just generally how much these plants go for, I'm really happy with this plant. The veining on the leaf is absolutely beautiful. It's got this, I didn't expect them to be so velvety. I don't know why, I just wasn't expecting a velvet leaf from this. And the veining looks almost like the inside of satsumas that you get. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but when you peel the inside of the satsuma off, it looks like that, and honestly it's absolutely stunning. Okay, I really hope you found this video useful. From my experience, I would recommend Sindo at the moment. Obviously I'll see how these plants go in a few weeks, but as far as customer service, quality of plants, packaging, all of that, speed was a major thing. They got a 5 out of 5 for me, and yeah, I'm just really impressed, and I'm happy to have 2 of my wishlist plants. So now I'm just going to shove these in water overnight. I'll pot them up tomorrow, and I'll give you an update soon. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. If you want the link to Sindo or the Sindo Facebook group, I'll link that in the description below. Like I said, this video isn't sponsored, this was a personal order, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. So anyway, let me know your thoughts below. Let me know if the Aglaonema will get some new growth points and what you think I should do with the Gloriosum pot-wise. I'd be interested to know what people say. Anyway, if you haven't already, please subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye.